Oke guys, kita balik lagi ke game yang kedua ya guys, antara Blacklist melawan Omega, Smart Omega. Ini wah Cara langsung ini udah hero terbaiknya langsung dikeluarin semua ya guys.
And you gotta have an answer to really deal with that.
Ini draftnya udah main PD-PDan doang.
There it is, an Eve ban, as expected for Blacklist International. Could have gone into the hands of Storm even though
Venus dengan Faramis tanknya lagi ya, karena tadi work banget di game 1.
Speaking of a hard time, Miko's gonna have a difficult time again if he's not too careful against the even Faramis. They're pulls and they're slows. He could get counter punished just trying to get vision against early on. And now the quad ban is the ban for Omega.
So it looks like Omega
dia ban Melissa nggak ya? Tapi harusnya Batrick buat lawan Melissa sih mereka guys.
The fact that they pick a show into the lineup that had potential to pick up the Eve and the Faramis. Plus the fact that, yeah, no, we don't mind that all these gold laners are out. We'll still take him out. We'll still ban him. I think we've come to the agreement watching game 1 that, yeah, Owl can pick whatever they want.
Yuzong
can
bad
do
ya?
whatever he wants. I think Omega has an answer.
Yuzong lumayan problem di game ini.
I wonder why Coach Banget, Coach Tony, and Coach Etomas are still saying, yeah, no, we want to make Owl pick a certain hero.
You have to point that out. That is Coach Why Not.
Blue ya.
Coach Why Not, Coach Tony.
Blacklist mesti takut dulu ya. Pegang Faramis.
Coach Otit.
Coach Otit also, yeah. That is a Tito backwards.
That's how long.
Dia nggak mau Edward Planet
But we gotta.
Wah, kayak gini dibuang.
Other international viewers. I just want to say there's a
Barat
brilliant ban by
buruk
Omega
game
on the
ini.
Akai.
Alis paling
ban
guys.
as well on the glue. Blacklist read the potential of that shift.
Apa hero-nya Wise ya? Elis?
Not a shift, but the glue could have picked up. But again, you know what?
Elis Hellcard.
Wise running back and go tanks a lot again. It should be okay. If not,
atau nggak buka MM dulu oke sih.
Yeah. Either the Barretts or the tanks a lot look good.
Okay. Well, they lock in the carry here. And if
Omega sih harusnya Parsa ya. Parsa lepaskan ya. Parsa
Owl's debut where he played that carry and it was like, you know, the headlines of Owl City.
Parsa Lilia ya dia. Parsa sih
daripada
Lilia. Tapi Lilia oke juga. Cuman gue lebih suka Parsa ya. Parsa Lilia Kanita lah masih oke. Tapi Parsa paling oke.
The score doesn't really
Kanita juga oke.
For Owl in the previous game because he, you know, the rest of the team was really just kind of
Yuzong udah. Dia tuh kari buat lawan Yuzong guys. Blacklist nih kari buat lawan Yuzong soalnya. Kalau nggak Yuzong mau main apa ya? Benedetta gitu favorit sih. Kamu sulit di game ini. Terisla oke banget. Terisla masih oke.
It's not as simple as a BMI out. Let's see what Omega closes up with.
Oh, XP-nya. Oke. Bagus.
And there you go. They're the ones who, you know, pull a sleight of hand. It's an XP lane for just the sake of stealing it away from Wise, and then they give Ryzen that last
Alis yang kayak gue bilang
very
guys.
good sleight of hand there. The shift, the turnaround. So it's gonna be Renjo right now as what we call the tanke. He's gonna be taking a
kalau nggak Martis Alis.
Little bit.
Ama Hellcat. Yang tadi gue bilang ya, Hellcat.
The Fredrin or feel the Fredrin in terms of the map rotations, but unless Renjo's really prepared for
Alis
this
Martis
matchup.
Hellcat.
Kalau
Wise pilihannya kayak gitu guys. Terakhir Baxia dia kalau bingung banget. Oh Gunifer. Buat ngadu right click sama Lancelot berarti. Gue nggak tahu ya. Gunifer tuh bagus lawan Lancelot apa enggak gue nggak tahu deh. Sebagai jungle. Gue tadi pikir dia mau Pakuito juga guys. Kalau misalkan ya kita pindahin dulu ya sayang. Oke.
This now opens a whole slew of possibilities.
Wah, ini dari draft sih. Gua nggak tahu ya, menarik nih Gunifernya sih yang menarik. Tapi jujur, kalau game ini gue lebih suka draftnya Omega guys, kayak 5545 lah. Gak beda jauh banget, karena gue belum tahu impactnya Gunifer di game ini kan, kayak dia emang pattern cepet gitu, tapi di late game-nya gue kurang tahu Gunifer. Mungkin buat nabrak ininya sih, nabrak Batrick ya, Batrick atau Parsanya, biar ada hero yang bisa ke belakang. Saya Gunifer sekarang kalau stuck kan langsung terbang kan. Kita lihat ya, Master Gunifer. Dia kan Master Imbat Gunifer.
I have a bad knowledge of ecology. I didn't even know there were squirrels in this country.
Exactly.
Huh.
So that's what this Guinevere is. It should do wonders for Blacklist, given that it is a surprise pick. Not like the Angela that didn't work out much for Omega. Let's get to.
So this time, you know, Miko
lihat
pretty much
TV-nya.
doing the
Oh,
same thing
ngebantu
he did
buat
previous
level
game,
2.
but you know, won't go down for
Karena level
blood,
1-nya
under a
lemah
minute here.
banget.
So, yeah, he's gonna be in a better
Smart
position, I
banget
feel like,
anjir.
on this
Ntar di
trophy.
turtle jadinya
It's
nggak
just,
usah ke
again, like
samping
you
lagi
mentioned,
nih.
Renmar during the draft, you know, he does have his work cut out for him to be able to find, you know,
Serius,
those
ini ntar
pickoffs, especially
di
with the way
turtle nggak perlu
Dragons
tukeran
later
lagi.
on when he hits that level 4.
Udah pasti level 4 di mid.
Oh my
Intinya.
goodness. And you
Banyak
have
banget.
to watch out their positioning, and as expected,
Tapi Cara tuh serem
Cara
banget guys.
and Omega doing everything they can to delay the farm.
Landing pass-nya tuh pakai roket merah, terus roket merahnya di target ke badan lawan anjir. Dia nggak mikirin nge-clear.
A lot of engagements really. Now this is just them poking him down.
Okay. Still, early game, poking back and
Itu
forth. These
sakit
are what
banget roket merah.
both these teams like
Kalau
to do.
bukan lawan
I'm
enemy
actually
Spire ya,
curious
bonyok
here
banget
too,
sumpah.
you know, and from what we've seen with that matchup, the Fredrin and the Arlot, you know, what makes it so that the Arlot is just better, I guess you could say, in terms of that matchup top lane?
Univer tuh powernya ya guys, yang gua tahu ya, cepet banget dia. Farming nge-clearnya tuh cepet banget.
To Renjo,
Lihat,
and this isn't
itu sampai sana-sana
Fredrin
aja.
with a concussive blast. Because of how fast he can clear waves while poking down Renjo, he can rotate faster, and that's a flicker burned by
Cara.
A
Pencet kayaknya.
little bit too eager there, it looks like.
Yep, that's 2 minutes. 2 minutes that Omega have to be careful. But luckily enough, it's in the gold lane, far from where the big engagement's gonna happen here. Renzo helping Ryzen out, get the pull on the first turtle.
Man, when you see that, you
Tapi
know,
apa karena tadi gold lane-nya kalah ya?
oof, because now, yeah, a troubling situation, still going to
Jadi
be
kayak
fighting
main
for
assassin
first
ya,
turn of the
karena dia
game.
cepet banget
We know how the
farming.
previous one went, all 3 over to the Omega, but Ryzen does secure it there. There's the way of the dragon. Miko's going to fall, though. First blood over to Yue. Oh, still going to be looking for more. Feathered airstrike going to come down. Edward flickers himself, survives. No kills, no one falling down just yet in this part of the fight. Oh my Venus though could be focused down here. Comes Ryzen.
Adalah
Edward if he can. The final slash gonna come out. Edward though gonna fall
Tapi lu lihat ya.
Now Ryzen
Patternnya Lancelot ini dimakan banget sama Blacklist. Lihat Blacklist.
Long turn, but eventually pays off for Omega. That's a better trade, right? An XP laner for a roamer.
Yep. Good trade, and they get the turtle.
Dia dapat turtle,
in that scenario.
tapi lu lihat beda berapa level. Berasanya nih nanti di menit 5 guys. Bisa beda 1-2 level. Jadi kayak turtle kedua, turtle ketiga tuh Wise nyari menang rankingnya di sana. Lihat dia udah mau level 6, udah mau level 7. Musuhnya level 6 terus XP-nya kecil nih.
Confirm, gentlemen. I think Wise has double orange on him.
Gue udah tahu banget cara main Wise tuh kayak gitu guys dia.
Oh no.
Dia nyari di turtle kedua, turtle ketiga, bukan turtle pertama.
Blacklist International, so it's a slight lead right now for the jungler of Blacklist. So no full item for
Agent Zero paid for that. Agent Zero paid for that with his life to get the Little Wonder and the double orange on Wise. Let's see if eventually it'll pay off. Still looking for that kick. Miko still hasn't got it yet, despite hitting level 4 about a minute earlier.
Right now, Miko's just positioning to look for that kick, and oh my Venus, I think reads it. There's a kick!
Yeah, way the dragon gonna come out, looking for the kill. Can't get the Colt Altar off in time. Wise though gonna get the knockup. Miko takes quite a bit of damage. Couple hits away here, but they know they've got that little win. Omega with a kill. Turtle coming up in just a few seconds here.
And let's see if that was enough to somewhat delay the rotation there, but no. With both junglers in the bottom lane in that sequence, it's actually Wise gonna be getting here first. So that is the orange buffalo in the hands of Ryzen. Going on to the purple. Renjo's holding it for Omega. Good call there, bot lane. It's a 3-2 trade by Blacklist. They're sending 3 down to send 2 to the turtle.
Alright, so it's turned eventually into a man-to-man defense. 3 down bot, 2 in the turtle. There's a pull.
They're gonna go ahead and fight for it. Secure the turtle there. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Oh My Venus did fall. Wise gonna be the focus once again here. A couple hits away. Gets the knockup, but doesn't have the sustain as Renzo grabs the kill.
What a turnaround there for the Barangay. They read the 3-2 trade of Blacklist. They often do this where it's just Edward and Wise contesting the second and or third turtle of the game while sending the rest of Blacklist International to the gold lane.
Gak ada outplay-nya gitu loh. Berarti kayak it's the best hero for this game sih guys menurut gua. Kayak lebih oke dia main Paquito, dia main Martis.
Tier 1 and eventually Kelra's gonna get it here. So Omega with a great reset. I gotta say, it's trippy, gentlemen. It's trippy. Watching both Lancelot and a Fredrin on the same side, pushing for a turtle. That's scary.
And that's why the shift works so
Ulan
well
nanti di fight kayak Edward ya. Matanya harus dikera banget.
Fredrin, history, stats, everything. Tendencies of Omega have shown that was most likely a jungle Fredrin, but Omega said, you know what, it's a small thing. Our Angelo didn't work out in the first one, but we have our fair share of surprises prepared for the playoffs as well.
Yeah, I like it. And at the same time, you know, with that, 6 minutes in, Omega has a nice little bit of a lead to work with here. So they can take this to their advantage. Oh, bottom side, though, why is going to miss that? Looking for Cara. They might have to call this off. Another couple attempts here, bottom side. Miko's still going to be on the hunt. He's looking for that way. The Dragon used to conceal. Edward now joining the fight as well, but no one, again, they can't find anything, so they just back off.
All right, with that failed rotation, the engagement that Blacklist was looking for, I think Omega won. That was a small trade. That was like a phantom trade.
Yeah. It's not so obvious, but it's something, it's like a little thing that might have a big consequence later on.
It's like two Kung Fu Masters whiffing and they're like, oh, I see.
Yeah, I see what you did there. That means that's that.
Oh, this one, though, going to be full-on force, except for Edward. He's not going to be here for the fight. Pushing him back. Another feathered airstrike comes down, plus UA's real-world manipulation going to force Renzio to flicker around. Taking the turtle there. He's able to secure that. There's the final slash. Storm has to fly away with the wings by wings. Not going to be enough. Ryzen grabs the kill.
Oh, he was shot down there, but I'm wondering how did Owl do that?
Yeah, that was incredibly shocking. Ryzen got his retry off first. It looked like, was that the dash?
I think it was just a
light wheel just flying?
Was that a stray light wheel?
It was a stray light wheel that somehow got the turtle there for Blacklist International.
That was probably like calculated.
Calculated. But that looked incredibly unlucky for Omega. That was their turtle to have. But gotta give credit where credit's due. If he was going to use the Phantom Step, that was the right time to do it.
It went from good to great for the agents. They got the pick off on Storm. Rather, the other way around. They got, random turtle tanks. And then, boom, they barreled down on Storm. So, yeah. For a kick here. Right, no one home. Okay, back to the reset. Blacklist still haven't capitalized on that win, but it's looking better. The map's looking better.
Tapi Omega tuh berasa banget, guys.
Nggak ada Caknu ya. Whittle down that gold lead a little bit that Omega had.
Kalau
and you can see
Caknu tuh fight kayak cari momen sama Keranya bagus gitu. Kalau Miko nih agak belum kurang ini aja.
Now they're still going to press the situation. Feathered airstrike going to come down, trying to force out that cold filter as it does. Cara not going to find the connection there as Renzio falls. Trying to buy time for the rest of the team.
Ambil birunya.
Great team play right now we're seeing from the defending champions. A great call by the Queen to push forward. They saw Ranjo was out of position. Even if Omega would have bodies to commit and to respond, it was a sure thing that they walk away with at least a kill, and they got it, plus a turret up top.
And just a moment ago, the King of the Jungle has demanded his tithe. He stole away Ryzen's purple. This is a purple.
Let me go.
Oh, there you go. Miko going to find the way the dragon angle he was looking for earlier. Gets wise. All in time. Now that the Lord is up here, so now the ball is in the court for Omega to play with. They gotta hold on if you're Blacklist International for that Lord not to be taken. Wise should be up in about 13 seconds. They're gonna force Stone back with the real world manipulation. Miko still waiting patiently. Does not have a There's the damage coming out from Cara. Still gonna be fighting for this Lord here. Miko trying to zone out the members he can. Still comes down. Miko's gonna fall. Who grabs the Lord? Cara flickers in, gets the double.
Filipino savage things. Omega knew that there was a point of no return. They had to capitalize on the fact that Wise wasn't there, and they leaned on that.
That was a great call by Omega. In the past games where you've seen Omega in that same scenario, they hesitated. They didn't hesitate there. Good dodge by Ryzen on the knockup, potentially from the Guinevere. Now Omega will be marching forward with the Lord. Gentlemen, you have to talk about this. With Omega in the lead, and potentially could get a lot of towers here, Omega winning a game against Blacklist in this playoff series means that's their first win over Blacklist the entire season.
Again, history, folks. History. And they are, what? Just a few turrets away in a base from making that happen. Gonna play, starting with a feathered airstrike.
Masih full defense
check
dulu.
it.
OTW
Alright, so far, 3K ahead. Not exactly out of the woods just yet, but Omega should not let go of this lead.
Yeah, they can still get counter punished like
this.
this.
The flicker comes out.
Ngeri banget komiknya. Blacklist nih, bos.
Mark as they fall. Renzio still trying to capitalize on this. Miko there, focusing on Edward, Ryzen from the backside.
Udah gak boleh
No
mukul tower tadi
targets.
guys. Udah kelihatan lagi mau mutar sama Ansotnya di atas.
Back. Lord though, top side. Blacklist International has to deal with it. Ryzen going to be hunting down the Queen. A final slash to put him away. The kick comes out too, they get the Colt altar, and Lord is taken care of cleanly.
But they push that top lane tier too.
Yeah, they got something, but I think Omega know they could have got.
Yang gue suka ya dari dia komit ya, dia ngitung siapa yang harus flicker duluan, Cok.
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
tadi Evie-nya yang flicker bukan, nggak dua-duanya buang flicker gitu loh.
That was a beautiful call there by Blacklist International, the conceal.
Itu yang gue suka.
They got the target, and again, that's the punishment that you're up against. A Faramis and an Eve get caught in that real-world manipulation, you will get pulled back.
Dare I say that was almost Echo-like.
Yeah.
It looks like Blacklist have picked up a trick from their M4 rivals playbook.
Ih, Evie-nya perih banget.
Echo-esque.
Echo-esque.
Mulai.
Well,
Evie-nya udah harus
go back to this, pretty much the reset
pegang
here,
terus nih sama slot.
The next objective comes up. It's
kayak Parsa
30
tetes
seconds
sekali udah
away.
cukup lah ke Evie.
And
Sisanya bebas tetes ke siapapun.
What we've seen is
yang penting dia kena tetes sekali.
doing what he has to do on the
slotnya
but
online.
not every time does he find the angle he's looking for. If he can have
soalnya
to
nih
do that once
Edward
again,
jujur aja ya, harus dicari sama Renzio guys.
during that Lord dance, that
jadi kayak
for Omega here.
all ini siap ke cover Edward, Cara nih ke cover Renzio.
Kurangnya harus kayak gitu. To set it up to get the perfect kick, but wait.
Oh, this might be here. Wise gonna fall before the Lord comes up in less than 10 seconds. Omega does it again.
Kena lagi ya Wise ya. Kamu ya nggak belajar dari kesalahan ya. Lihat Lord ya.
As they make their way for the Lord here. But you also saw too, Ryzen took a couple hits from Owl.
Ya, Lord kamu kena terus
so now they're
ya.
gonna work out for this.
Lihat, Renzio.
Harus
pegang Edward guys, gue udah bilang.
Focus on that mid lane, the tier 1's gonna fall
Evie-nya.
here.
Aduh, Miko. Udah cabut ya Miko. Lord.
Meanwhile, Omega easily gonna secure that Lord.
Kalau mau main aja udah.
This is the same story from the first Lord.
Yep.
Wow, and that was their version of that clapback. That beautiful play just to get
Omega nih udah sadar winning conditionnya Blacklist guys.
They found Wise, and that looked like the signal of a team.
Ini Evie udah nggak ada flicker. Harusnya sih Parsa sama Lancelot matanya di Evie ya. Buat high ground.
Leading up to the Lord even, and with that, here comes Omega. 4K gold lead. Lord marching up top. Items still neck and neck. Omega have a few edges there. See who can get this.
It's one hell of a gambit Omega's playing with. How often do you play against a team as decorated as Blacklist and you say, you know what, why don't we pressure their most veteran player? How about we pressure Wise?
Yeah, might as well. They found him each time. Shots here for Owl. The feathered airstrike going to come down. Lord will fall here before reaching the turret. They did put some damage on the bottom inhibitor, but so far so good for Blacklist International defending. Not sure if Omega will be able to find the inhibitor turret, but many of these are still half health. Blacklist International holding on.
Great defense. Clean despite the sinking of all three waves and that Lord crashing on the mid.
Lagi nyari posisi buat nge-flank guys.
Pada
gatel sama Cara ini.
There's the feathered airstrike. The final slash was used as
soalnya
well.
Kalau Bentrick mati, enak banget perangnya mereka.
Back his team up. Oh, real world manipulation gonna come down. Ryzen will fall.
Buang skill 2 depan muka
Omega was looking for a moment to respond, but Blacklist International punishes them.
Saya buang skill 2-nya depan mukanya, bukan di badannya ya.
A little detail we have to point out, how well Oh My Venus played that. He held on to the tether of the Faramis pull for as long as he could, even waiting for the Phantom Execution.
Wes udah belajar dari kesalahan ya. Yang buka sekarang Venus ya, yang pegang ini. Pegang Immortal.
Oh,
dipasang flicker. Udah, cukup.
Wes
tuh pinternya gitu guys.
Not what Oh My
flicker tank ditukar sama flicker MM ya. Lu lihat impact-nya di fight nanti. Edward sama ini lu lihat nih matanya nih.
While we were talking about the Queen and then right before
kalau sampai Edward gak ditangkap di game ini,
the Queen has been rained the #1 top assist in the whole league.
Lihat posisinya. Kena satu.
Oh, that's
MM lu udah gak bisa perang, soalnya udah gak boleh perang jauh MM ya. Gak pegang ini lagi kan. Flicker sambil nunggu.
Blacklist International still looking for any advantage they can get for that next Lord take.
Oh, that's tough indeed.
Did Stone walk
into that? Yeah, he did. He was just doing what he's supposed to do, which is just clear the minion waves a little bit. And then didn't expect that members of Blacklist would just come out of nowhere, surprise him. Caught him with his pants down.
Blind spot.
A blind spot, yeah. Have the vision there, and space open up in the bottom lane. Ryzen forced to clean up there. So Blacklist knows the time. Have time. Now here comes
Cara aja udah tahu guys, gak bisa perang gua.
Push Renzio back here. Oh my Venus as well. Flickers out, can't escape it though.
Impact dibuang Flicker
having a great game
itu
on
namanya
this
main game
carry.
Venus.
Now Lord gonna go ahead and reset, but they have the numbers advantage they were looking for.
All right, 4v5, wave down bottom,
Oh,
taken care of.
kick.
Immortal,
Gets the kick
Immortal
off.
boy, sabar.
Will be popped, but he's gonna be punished as well. In the backside, Edward goes zone out stone. Miko still on the run. Oh my Venus, one hit away! The burn is there from Ryzen as the Queen will fall.
10 seconds before Oh My Venus comes back. The Farum is passive in effect and Blacklist International are rushing this Lord. Ryzen there to contest.
They know he does not have the retribution. This is going to be a hard battle.
Wah! Itu yang dicari.
Lord going to be secured here by Blacklist International.
Blacklist slowly clawing back. And with that engagement, they now have the gold lead, and they also have a luminous Lord.
The go signal for Blacklist wasn't that they got kills, wasn't that they got advantage, it was that they saw Ryzen use the retribution to commit the kill onto Oh My Venus, who had a lot of passive up, got to come back fast anyway, and this is dire straits for the Barangay as the Blacklist agents looking closer and closer to celebrating a Game 2 victory. Can Blacklist end it here?
Keep an eye on Edward. He might press a situation here with the final slash. Wise going to jump in. Inhibitor turning the top lane. Going to fall here for Omega. Cara has the damage here. This should be able to defend with only one tower falling, and we're back to it.
Okay. You see here the veteran Lions of Blacklist International. I believe the call was, all right, we'll take it slow. We've played against Omega for the better part of the past 3 years. We know we can do this as we slowly claw back. They decided to say top lane inhibitor, and then we'll move on.
Kalau nggak Lancelot siapa? Fredrin.
Felt like that warning shot from Keller was a warning shot that Blacklist felt. It's like, okay, the Matrix is built up. You saw that one sniper hit brought Al down to 50. Let's back up a bit.
We took it hard.
Yeah, we can build slowly onto this, and here comes the
Blacklist. Conceal play gonna come in. The Queen gonna flicker in. They pull Stone. He's in trouble. Renzio trying to flicker out. Can't get it.
Pero high ground yang mati nih. Naik dong high ground.
And now the assault on the inhibitor in the bottom side.
Itu Venus tuh pengen banget buang flicker guys. Percaya gua.
Three members of Smart Omega. There's the final smash that comes through with the knockout.
Oh, nggak ada ulti ya. Sorry.
Ryzen falls. The full force of the agents into the base. UA will fall, but the crystal is focused on. They're losing on though. No minions are there. And unfortunately, it wasn't enough. As Blacklist International waits for minions in, gets the music going, takes us to match point.
Jenius banget, Venus guys. Oke guys, thank you semua yang udah nonton. Kita lanjut lagi nanti ke match yang ketiga ya guys. See you guys semua.